No, we had planned on doing this quite a bit ago, but we just haven't been able to sit down and record and upload as much as we really wanted to this last couple of weeks. And honestly, that's probably going to be the way that it goes sort of through the end of December, just because
Probably.
Christmas time.
Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Arsenic and Espresso, a podcast where we rarely drink coffee, but we always talk about metal music. And tonight we are actually doing a subscriber request.
Yeah, so this request comes from one of you guys, actually someone who's been following since before 1,000 subscribers. And they made this request, I believe it was over the Halloween weekend or the Halloween week.
We can double check, hold on.
Yeah, so, and I was really excited about December, and I still am excited, but I was really excited because I wanted to do like 25 videos, get as much out there as we could. We have some ideas of some sort of like end of the year things to do as well, but that's probably some of that's gonna be pushed to like the first of the year, so keep your eyes out for that. But let's go ahead and get into this video.
Yes, so we are reacting to The Bunny, the Bear. The song is, or the title is in French, and I don't speak French, so I apologize in advance. C'est pas si loin. I don't know.
I'll take
and
that
Michael
one.
says that the song is like a metal love song. I will dub it lovecore. So I'm very intrigued by this.
All right. All right, then are you ready?
Yes.
All right, so first off, the masks, that's obviously their gimmick, and I love it. I think that's great.
Very unsettling.
Yeah.
So like, because it's one of those things, like it's something targeted oftentimes like towards children. And so anytime I see masks like that outside of like a child's like birthday party, it gives me a very unsettling feeling just right off the bat.
Yeah.
I like that in the video no one is like really reacting to the fact that they're interrupting an obvious like wedding reception. So like the wedding has already happened, the sit down and forever hold your peace has already happened, except for the lady pouring the champagne being like, wait, what? Like that was hilarious. So far his clean vocals are really magnificent. I really like that range. We got to hear a little bit of like that like higher like more of like a head voice that he used just then. I am having a little bit of a hard time hearing I feel like everything.
Yeah.
And so I don't know if it's just an old recording. When was this?
I think this is from a little bit ago.
Okay, 2011. That makes sense. That makes sense.
Yeah. We honestly just need to get a good pair of headphones. Two pairs?
Two pairs of pants. 2 pairs of headphones.
2 pairs of headphones.
Yeah.
A flock of headphones. All right.
I really like the more like synth sound behind it. Like
Mhm.
the instruments aren't super metal. Like they're
Yeah.
not super heavy at all. And you just have kind of that like computer generated synth sound,
Mm.
kind of carrying the melody.
Mhm.
And then his dirty vocals, in comparison to that, almost stick out.
Yeah.
Like they don't fit, but it also fits.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
It does.
Maybe.
It does. I think I do. I think I do. I think it does. I think I
You think
understand.
you make sense?
I think I make sense.
I
I
don't.
don't know. All right, so the question is, did she really make a mistake, or is this guy just a big old douche? I'm guessing since it's from the perspective of the bands that she really did make a mistake.
Oh, and marrying the other guy?
Yeah, and marrying
the other guy looks like a douche.
He does. Yeah.
He's also like barely reacting to the fact that like someone is interrupting his wedding
Yeah.
ceremony. He's just kind of like almost annoyed by it. You'd
Yeah.
think someone who like actually cared would be like, what the fuck? And
Right,
like
something,
going off.
Something would go down. Yeah, tables would be flipped. Yeah.
I know. I keep expecting someone to flip that table, and no one's
Right.
flipping the table.
Nope.
Missed opportunity.
Jesus would have flipped the table.
Yeah, see, he's just sitting there like a
Yeah.
idiot.
Yeah, he doesn't deserve her.
I really loved everyone in the background of that video.
Yeah.
Just acting awkward. It almost seemed like a very genuine reaction of being like, "No, what's happening?"
Right. So this is like this is like the same plot as The Wedding Singer, right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I haven't seen that in a long time.
I know. Adam Sandler.
Adam Sandler.
Yeah, that's why, because you don't like Adam Sandler.
Lovecore is a bit of a stretch for me. That's like super mellow.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. That was pretty cool though. The dueling vocals. I know that was the reason why he recommended it.
Yes, and that was why this was recommended. I cannot remember what video he had commented it on, but I mean, I say every single week that we upload, like I love clean vocals and dirty vocals paired together. I love them layered together.
That was a cool aspect though to have the two male singers, because we've done a lot of reactions of a male dirty vocals
and female clean vocals. Yeah.
So, yeah. So that was pretty cool to see that sort of dynamic.
I'm not going to say the title of the song again because I can't pronounce it. She writes the words exposing the truth. The past is just a cause and you're gone. Don't give up on me. I'd love to just fall asleep with nothing else but your hold on me. It's just a train wreck burning. Nothing else but your hold on me. It's just a train wreck burning. Nothing left but your hold loosening. And I see our time is running out. Standing on your lawn, it's been a month now since you saw me, ripping out my lungs to prove that I'm still breathing. Just let go of me, you're never listening. Speak your silent means, and at the break of dawn I'm coughing blood. Hold your grudge on me, you're never listening. Just let go and see At the break of dawn, I'm coughing blood, staring at these walls, hoping that you take the time to call me. Counting down the clock, you know that it's not easy. I'd love to just fall asleep with nothing else but your hold on me. It's just a train wreck burning, nothing else but your hold on me. It's just a train wreck burning, nothing left but your hold loosening, and I see our time is running out. Staring at these walls, hoping that you take the time to call me. Counting down the clock, you know it's not easy. Still, you see what is gone is never sacrificed. Still, I'm left dreaming that this time we lost rebuilds itself. I'd love to just fall asleep with. I'm super curious to know what the rest of their music sounds like, because every once in a while, these like super heavy bands will put out a really soft ballad like this.
Right.
And it doesn't fit anywhere in their discography,
right.
anywhere in any of the other music they do.
And usually they'll put out like, or bands like this rather will have one or two songs on each album that are more geared towards like the love song, the ballad, that sort of thing.
Which I always love. I love a love song. I do love ballads written by metal bands.
Right, you have a whole playlist dedicated to it.
I do have a whole playlist of ballads written by metal bands. Demon Hunter writes some of my favorite ballads.
Yeah, just a more melodic song, yeah.
And I mean, Evanescence, the list goes on and on. So I love, with that in mind, I did really enjoy this song for exactly what it was, which was a love song and a ballad.
Yeah.
And I think the lesson to be learned is if someone says, speak now or forever hold your peace, you should speak then and not at the reception.
True. I also think that, there's like this, I think it's sort of a fine line, right? Of like fighting for that love. But then also like realizing that there are a lot of people out there who do actually want your love.
Yes.
And so like that's something that we've talked about a whole lot too, like on both sides of it is, just because you found somebody who's a good person, if they don't respect you back, if they don't love you back, like find somebody else. Don't spend too much time wallowing and grieving because like that's your person, because that's too like heavily romanticized. It's too like I don't know, it's too drawn out, the aspect or like the idea that there's like that one person for you, and if you let them slip you're gonna live a life of misery, right? And you should just,
when in reality it comes down to deciding to be content and happy with what you do have, and acknowledging that sometimes like you are not what that other person is supposed to have. And like,
well, and like having somebody who gives you that mutual respect back is so
that's
much.
What I'm saying. Like if they are not as invested as you are, like it's literally just a waste of energy after a certain point. And like there is a thing of like fighting for love and blah 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 and like all that jazz, but like after a certain point, like you said, it is so heavily romanticized. Every single like
winning
romantic,
the person,
yes, every single romantic comedy is based on this, like she's almost falling for someone else, but then he comes along and he intervenes, and then she realizes how much she actually loves him. Like, it's a trope. Like that's not real life,
right?
And I feel like if the person you keep trying to be with keeps saying like, okay, but I'm gonna be with anyone over there that's not you, like stop putting yourself through that misery.
Well, and if he wasn't, standing on the lawn screaming his lungs out every day, so that she would notice him and finally pay attention to him, maybe he would have found somebody who respected him anyways.
Well, and then that you start to dig into the toxicity of like what Hollywood has done to romantic relationships, and like the normalization of stalker like behavior. Like you said, every day standing out on the lawn, like in a movie you're like, oh my gosh, that's like so romantic. But if someone is standing outside your window every single day regardless of what you say, like that's obsessive behavior, and that
kind of
could turn dangerous like really fast,
unless you're like standing outside their window because the person that they're with is like a dangerous person who's no good for anybody, then I mean by all means make sure your voice is heard, because you got to protect those people, but
it's a fine line. It's a really
there's a line. There is definitely a line.
What is romantic and what is obsessive and what is dangerous. And those lines all sit very close to each other.
Too close for comfort.
Too close. Too close. I still say the masks make me uncomfortable. It gives, you know what it reminds me of? It reminds me of in the 30 Seconds to Mars, the Kill music video where they reference The Shining, and there's that character in a like a mascot costume giving a
I don't know. Oral services,
performing oral things on the like butler. And then he like sits up and just like stares at the camera with that creepy dog mask. And in I think in The Shining it's a bear, but in the 30 Seconds to Mars video it's a weird like weepy dog looking thing.
Gotcha.
Super creepy. That's the vibes it gives me. That was a long journey to explain why I'm uncomfortable.
Just honestly reminds me of like in high school when we'd go to Target and buy masks and then TP people's houses.
That too.
Maybe it's a little bit less, crazy. But anyways, absolutely happy to review and react to this video.
Sure.
Thank you so much for recommending it.
And thank you for being an early on subscriber. We appreciate your support. We would not be at 3,000 if it wasn't for the first 1,000 at all.
Absolutely right.
Like he said at the beginning of this video, videos are going to be probably a little bit sporadic coming into this holiday season. And regardless of what holiday you celebrate or if you don't celebrate at all, we hope that you have a nice winter season.
Yeah.
Stay warm, stay healthy. And thank you to all 3,000 of you who have gotten us this far. And we do have a goal of hopefully reaching 5,000 before the end of the year. 5,000 subs.
Yeah,
Fingers
that would
crossed.
be that's definitely the goal. So yeah, if you've made it this far and you haven't subscribed already,
please do.
No. Know why you haven't clicked the button, because I guess you like us. I don't know.
Yeah, we okay.
We're okay.
We're average.
So hit the like, hit subscribe, and we'll just catch you guys on the next video.
Yeah.